Access granted.
Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, Time is But a Window. Today we're going to be doing a player analysis video on Veloci here. His current rank is LEM, and the map you can see before you is Cobble. So let's see what he does here. It looks like they're sending 3 guys over here towards the B site. 1 guy is watching drop room, and 1 guy is watching the A site. Looking over here towards the platform, seeing if anyone rushes out. In my opinion, this is a very weak setup because that leaves drop accessible and exploitable, and if they drop down and take out the guy in drop, they can go over towards the A site and kind of just pinch it from a redirection. Looks like they have taken out the drop room, so Veloci is rotating over, and he should be watching it from right there on the inside of connector just to make sure no one comes out so that they can't get pinched today, but it looks like he's fallen off. He's going to be watching this side of connector. In my opinion, his teammate should be watching this. He should be watching connector from watching drop room from connector, and the A guy should stay over towards A, leaving the final B guy watching the long B push. So here you can see 1 guy has come out, takes out his teammate at long B. Veloci and his teammate are still here by statue and able to take out 1. Another guy comes out drop, he's able to pick that guy up, and a guy comes from connector and he's able to pick that guy up as well. But as we had mentioned earlier, looks like, and I mean it in the royal we, they're going to be making their way over here towards A, where they have taken the site, and now he's got a pretty difficult retake on his hands and no kit. So spots 1 guy over by APC and 1 guy down here in middle. He's able to take the guy down in middle, leaves the last guy over here at APC. He's going to do some damage to him and make his way over to his site. He's going to have to tap the bomb to see if he can fake it and shoot the guy. Oh, but he's not able to connect with that bullet, so now he's going to have to chase him down. He's going to go for the knife kill. Can he get it? But it doesn't matter because he's still going to lose the round, but he'll just get some extra cash. So it looks like because of that knife kill, he did have plenty of cash. I think he was at like 4.2k, and he ended up going and buying up this M4A4, which I don't think was a great idea. As you can see, his teammates are saving. I think he should have probably gone with a 5.7. In fact, I'd be surprised to see if he actually picks up a kill on this round that he couldn't have picked up with a 5.7. So let's see, he's going to rotate over here towards the A site where his teammates are doing work. I mean, they've killed 2 guys, it's a 3-on-3, and they actually have the health advantage. He's got that M4, he's checking towards middle, his teammate gets killed, but he leaves him in a low enough position where he's only going to need 1 tap from this M4. He would only need 1 tap from the 5.7 as well. And look at this, now, if he had only gone with the 5.7, he would have been able to pick up an AK for free, and he'd have had all that money saved up. So I really think this was a bad buy on his part. He's going to try to rotate over here towards the B site. There is 1 guy in the connector waiting for him. He doesn't see him with the smoke there. He's going to walk right past him and get shot in the back. He's going to be making his way over here towards the B site with a P250. He's just kind of flanking around. Looks like he was able to flank around successfully. He spots 1 guy out, does a little bit of damage. His teammate's able to finish him off, but he's got a big road ahead of him. Still got 3 kills to get here. Does quite a bit of damage, takes 1 guy out, another guy peeks him, and he goes down. Looks like he is making his way over here towards the B site. He's just kind of holding that platform, but it looks like the A site has already lost both of their players. So he's going to have to rotate back over here towards A. But look at where the terrorists are spread out at. 1 guy can actually flank B still. 1 guy can still come down drop if he chooses. And they still have to find a way in there, which they just got Molotov'd off. So he should be watching the only real connector he has to worry about right there. With his teammate, he took a little bit of damage. They were able to get him. He's going to start rotating back around over towards B because his teammate got picked off from B. Doesn't know where this 3rd guy is, even though he just dropped down into drop room. He's going to look over here. He heard the footstep. He's able to take that guy down. And he should still think there's 1 guy over at B. He knows he's there now. He's going to spam at the door a bit. Does pretty good damage. They have the bomb down over here at the A site. So what he should probably do is get in sight, let his teammate play a passive angle on it, and just kind of watch to see if anyone crosses towards the bomb, let his teammate spot it out, and take the first shot, and then probably peek out from inside sight. Looks like he's playing over here. They still do have a bit of a crossfire, but his teammates definitely has a chance of being seen and killed before Veloci will be able to see him. So that is a high-risk location. Making his way over here towards the B site where they've taken it very quickly. Looks like he's getting shot at from multiple angles. He doesn't have too much cover. He's able to take one guy down through the smoke, and he gets shot in the back, but he was just overwhelmed. Hopefully he made his calls. Don't think he had any flashbangs. Yeah, he did. I see one on the ground. I mean, his best bet probably right there was to try to get behind that smoke and throw a flashbang, hope for the best. But he did what he could, and it was like a very dire situation. Look like the terrorists are taking A site very quickly, just like they took the B site the round before. So it looks like Veloci is going to have to rotate over. One of his teammates gets picked from down there. He's going to peek up towards site. Looks like he's taking a little bit fast. I think he should have waited for his teammate a little bit, and they should have tried to take it together. But he ended up going down. He's making his way over here towards the B site. A flashbang comes in. He spots one guy out and goes down instantly. But he's on save round. Looks like he's probably going to have another save round after this too. Veloci's creeping up again. Looks like he's hiding behind these boxes. Another guy on the terrorist team is pushing out. He heard a footstep. Probably knows the guy's there. I can imagine he's going to try to go out for the peek. He does, and he goes down. Okay, he's over here watching the B push. Spots out one guy. In my opinion, he probably should have fallen behind that pillar. Tried to throw a flashbang over if he had it. But, you know, tried to bait them into the site a little bit more before peeking back out. So he's playing over here by Fountain. He's actually way out. Okay, now he's hiding behind it. He's going to spot them out, try to fall back, but he's taken down pretty quickly. Again, once that flashbang came in, may have wanted to fall back into the site behind the statue and just seeing if he can get a kill if someone came up closer, or maybe if he had a flashbang throw one over, but I don't think he had one here. Looks like the terrorists are taking the A site once again. His teammates go down. They're not able to pick up a kill, but they do quite a bit of damage. They're going to have to try to see if they can retake together, and watch that little vent area right there. Make sure that no one tries to peek him from there. He's going to start to creep in here. He's going to look towards the right. He spots one guy out. He's able to take him down. Another incendiary grenade comes in, and he's going to block them off from coming up to the top part of that. They want to wait for that smoke anyways, so that's not too big of a deal. That fire did a lot of damage to him, and he ends up going down. Not much he was going to be able to do in that situation unless he went through door with his teammate, but he didn't know that was going to come in at that time. Terrorists have taken the A side again. This time they've played 4 guys over here towards, well, 3 guys over towards B and 1 guy passively in sight. And kind of just let him have the sight to an extent. But I can understand why their aggressive play hasn't been working. Still though, his teammate, even though 1 guy was playing in sight, that guy's teammate should have probably played a crossfire with him to try to guarantee that trade. Now they're in a 2v4. Spots 1 guy out over here to the right. Gonna peek out and take him down. Takes out another guy over by the APC, and he gets taken out from in middle, which, I mean, he already killed 1 in middle. I can imagine he didn't expect another guy to be there. Looks like they're mainly stacking the A site, but he's gonna be rotating back over towards B late, which has really given them access to the site. Mainly a good call from whoever was telling the terrorists to hit B, or, you know, the team's decision. Because that site was wide open for the taking, and there was nothing they were going to be able to do at that point. Looks like he's back to his Fountain play. He's kind of just holding the angle. He gets flashed, peeks the first guy. He's going to try to peek for the second guy. Able to do a little bit of damage, but his teammate's able to actually finish him off. Again, I feel like he's a little bit aggressive on that first kill. Like when he first spotted him out, I would have fallen back behind the thing for a moment, let my teammate kind of hold the angle and kind of attacked with him, sort of like they took the second guy out together. Now he's watching drop, which is good because no one else is watching it because I guess the drop guy went down. So one guy's flanking and able to knife the guy and drop. It leaves 1 terrorist left, and they've got this site secured with bomb down, so it looks like they're just all kind of holding their thing. He's holding connector. Veloci's holding drop, and Veloci doesn't really need to rotate over, but I mean, at a certain point they can chase for the kill. This seems to be the last round of the first half. Looks like they're able to get the early pick over here towards the A site, but it looks like they're also going to be taking the A site. So Veloci is already rotating over, and they're going to stack this pretty heavily. He's actually committing to the site, which in this case seems to be okay because it doesn't look like the terrorists are going to be falling back. Gets shot through the smoke a little bit. Not sure how well that guy could see him, but because of how it's positioned, could have been easier from the terrorists' angle. Looks like they're going to be heading towards drop. which is oddly appropriate because of how they played it originally. The other team seems to be playing it a little bit more passively, but they definitely have 3 guys watching it. 1 guy watching the outside of it and 2 guys watching, but they're still able to run right over them, giving them access towards the A site if they decide to take it. So they now have A. Going to be rotating bomb over here. So this leaves them in a 2v1 situation, and he's checking through this little crack right here in the wall. See if the guy goes up towards heaven. His teammate has spotted him over by door. Veloci's going to rotate around, help crossfire with his teammate, and finishes that round off. Looks like they're going to be taking B very quickly. A flashbang comes in to slow them down. He does spot 1 guy out over here by stairs and come out and shoot him. 1 guy over by statue has been spotted at this point. You see how the statue guy peeks out, takes a shot, and makes sure to hide behind the statue as much as possible. I think that's a better way to play it, just so that you don't get caught out in the open. He's gonna plant that bomb. The last guy's over by drop room. This nade should actually finish him off. Veloci is going to drop a flashbang in the drop room. He's going to come down. He spots 1 guy over to the right. He actually doesn't drop down. He actually just got up to the top of it and peeked over to the right. Good play with that flashbang. Made sure to blind him before peeking it. Going to make his way over here towards connector. There's a guy over to the right. You should hear him shooting at his teammate. Gets him in back, and that leaves 1 guy who's flanking all the way around. Now, they have planted at B, but it looks like Veloci's just on hunt mode. They got plenty of guys over there to guard the site, so you can kind of understand that. Guys above drop, it looks like. His teammate probably just called that he spotted him out. Looks like they're going to be hitting the B site again. Kind of gets flashed. His teammate's up there in that smoke. We have 1 guy up over by drop, and 1 guy is holding flank. One of his teammates goes down, leaves them in a 4v5, but technically that guy's got 2 health, so he shouldn't be that big of a detriment unless he plays off of his teammates really well. Flashbang comes in. I'm gonna peek over here. Takes the stairs. 1 guy spots him out. Is able to take him down. And they should have pretty decent access to the site, but he's got to go get the bomb. And his teammate is actually going all the way back around towards the A site because it looks like his other teammate is already creeping up there. So if they find that that's clear, he can fall back, which it looks like he's going to need to do. Kind of getting into this fight right here. Didn't need to take it, just needed to get back. Looks like he's just holding out here in middle for any kind of push. 1 guy is pushing up. Don't think he heard anything from him. Might actually catch him off guard. Caught his teammate off guard and actually takes him down as well. Looks like he's going to make his way over here towards drop. They're already spamming at him. Trying to shoot him through the wood. It's a little bit of damage, but also receives a little bit. A guy has already flanked them, and I don't think anyone knows about it. So this kill is very important. He's able to pick it up. This also gives him an AWP. 1 guy is boosted. He's not in a great situation. He's watching flank. 1 guy drops down. He doesn't quite hit that shot, but his teammate's able to get that kill. And 1 more guy pushes. 1 guy watching flank just got picked by these 2 CTs that pinched him. They are playing B or A really aggressively. He's able to pick up, I believe, both of those kills. Didn't know if his teammate had helped him with it while he was flashed a little bit, but no, he was able to pick up the 2 flank kills. But I really think they need to work on trying to find a better way to play to watch for the flank, because they are playing so aggressively over at A. He's creeping up. He's got 16 health, 1 bullet, he's down, and he goes down very quickly. Looks like his teammate goes down, but he's coming over here to watch the A push. He knows that they've been pushing aggressively here. He's able to get 1 of them. Another one is pushed up in middle, but it looks like he's actually going to stop moving since his teammate went down. So now he's going to be making his way over here towards drop. He's just checking to see if anyone's aggressive up here. Waiting for that smoke before peeking down there. A nade comes in. Creeps up, peeks it. Another smoke goes off, and it looks like he's going to bail off of that. Now, he's in a 2v3 situation. 1 guy is flanking. by Ollie is able to take him down. This also means that they've taken out the two guys at A, so hopefully he realizes that that means that the A site's probably really weak, and they could rotate back over to it, but it looks like they're going to try to take B anyways. There we go, now he's fallen back over towards the A site, picks up that AWP, and he should be able to get access to the site without too much difficulty. There is one guy that has rotated over, which you're going to have to expect in a 2v2. Checks over towards the door. His teammate should be creeping up. His teammate's able to pick that guy off, and now he's going to be able to plant the bomb in a spot that his teammate can watch it from mid-ramp is where I would say. But looks like he planted it a little bit farther back than he probably should have. Watching towards heaven in case anyone pushes up. Again, because he's watching this angle of it, he's not doing a crossfire with his teammate, which puts him in a 1v1 right afterwards. That's why I think that he should have been playing on the other side. If his teammate's over there, he can spot if the guy jumps out of heaven, and then they can both peek the heaven guy together. Or if the guy comes out door, he's already set up so that he can crossfire with his teammate at door. Looks like his teammate is fighting someone in mid. His teammate's over at towards B. One of them was picked and one of them got a trade. And the bomb is down here while they decide what to do, but it looks like one guy had pushed up and no one knows about it. So he's going to just kind of catch them off guard. Let's see if Veloci can take him down. It's a hard gunfight because he's got that AWP and he's either got to hold one angle and hope the guy peeks down on the right side and, you know, doesn't juke him. So it's a little bit of a difficult position where he's just got to hit that pistol shot. And he went for the pistol. Can't blame him, fault him too much on that. It was more of the fact that he was just in a position that was unexpected. One guy, Danger, with an AWP. Peeks out towards mid. And Veloci is able to get that trade. And go back and get that AK. Guy up close here to the right. They're going to drop a Molotov down in mid to keep him from pushing, I guess. One guy up close here with a mag 7. He's able to take down his teammate, but he gets the trade on him as well. Gonna peek towards that door. Spots him out, does a good amount of damage to him, and, well, he did what he could. Gave him as much access to the side as he could as well, and got those trade kills. Alright, well, I'm assuming this is the last round. We'll watch Bialy here. Yep, he goes down. 16-9. Again, I really don't think this was actually lost on the terrorist side. I think that the biggest issues that Veloci has is he needs to work on in situations where he's got a little bit of an advantage, like he's got the bomb down on terrorist side, and make sure to play the crossfires with his teammates, not go for the one-for-ones. And on CT side, again, in those kind of situations where they got the bomb down, make sure to play the crossfires, not go for the one-for-ones. As for holding the B site, I think that he was holding it too, I'm not going to say aggressively, but too out in the open. He was over to the right of the fountain, always re-peeking it. He wasn't going for the easy kills. He could simply just play behind that statue, make them push towards him, make them throw mollies, make them throw nades, make them do something to try to get him out from that statue before he commits to something like that. That being said, you know, throwing counter flashes is always a great idea. There's certain places he can smoke off to make it so they have to push through the smoke to see him. He can smoke off the you know, upper platform to make sure that they have to push out even farther, and they're going to be more out in the open. So there's a bunch of those kind of things to help him out a little bit. Flashbangs will help, and honestly, they could have picked up more rounds on the CT side. Also, stacking 3 guys at B wasn't the greatest first round strat. I really think that they should have played the 2 guys drop room. Maybe not so aggressively either. One guy kind of spotting it, the other guy playing it a little bit farther back, just kind of helping him out. Hopefully being able to get that first trade kill if someone were to drop down on him. And he should be making sure not to, just because he has enough money to buy an M4 on the second round, I don't think that he should have gone with it. I actually think that there were better ways to play that. He could have gone with the 5.7 in armor, and he would have had the extra cash throughout the rest of the game to help him out here or there with nades, utilities, you know, whatever he needed. Because again, his teammates weren't going to be able to buy on that round regardless. And unless he had like an AWP, chances are you're not going to kill 5 of them, or you're not going to, you know, start it off well enough that your teammates will get guns from it. That's the one cool thing about buying an AWP, especially on terror side of maps, is that if you go over towards certain areas, you can pick the one guy at long on Dust 2 or something like that. Your teammate will get like an AK or an M4 off of the guy. and then you got two guys with guns, and one of them's a gun that one shot, one kill. You know, so it's one of those things where you can just set up in a position and try to catch someone on rotation. Rifle isn't the exact same way. You're gonna have to hit some shots. You're gonna have to do some peek, sort of like you would with the 5.7, and the 5.7 has a slight movement advantage. And really, second round, should have just gone with the 5.7. You would have had more money throughout the rest of the game. You might have had an extra buy round because of it. And yeah, I mean, that's really all there is to that. You didn't play bad. Your shots were good. Reaction times were good. You need to work on your flashbangs, your crossfires, and mostly just sticking around your teammates, making sure that you don't try to go for the 1-for-1s, because that was happening a lot. Hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it. Hope you guys all have a great day.